Good deal. Okay, well, thank you for attending ITSC 1325, Personal Computer Hardware. And have I got a bunch of cool stuff to go over. First, we will have labs next week. I will get with people that want to go on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I think I'm going to do it on Friday too. Unfortunately, the only times I could get this lab are from 8 to about 4 o'clock. Those of you that have a challenge with that, and I understand that, we'll look for other alternatives. The way it's been explained to me, you know, either we can do the labs or we can do an incomplete and do the labs later. Now, here's the deal. I got 54 people in the sections. So if you take an incomplete, you have to take the class the next semester. The classes are full next semester. So they're kind of setting you up for failure. So I don't want anything bad to happen. I asked my boss if we could have an interim lab section just for those that missed it. And they're still working on that. So I don't know. I would go with the path of least resistance. I'll need you for about 2.5 to 4 hours. This will give you a chance to learn the computers, the latest hard drive technology, some ins and outs, how to set up a RAID. So I highly recommend it. Again, if you're not feeling comfortable attending, I won't hold it against you. If you can't make these hours, I understand, but it might be a good time to take, you know, a long lunch, etc. As it stands, I will hold class from 10 to 12, from 2 to 4 on Monday through Friday. If I don't have anybody scheduled, I won't show up. So if you go banging at the door and say, oh, I thought it was open, no, I have to schedule this, right? Now, for those of you who haven't seen my long list of things you have to do, oh my God, it's really fun. So the first thing you've got to do, if you don't have it, you have to have a student ID. Your driver's license will not work. You cannot pass go. You cannot collect $200. You can't threaten them. It won't work. Okay, you should have a student ID. It looks like this disease is going to last into the fall, so you're going to have one anyway, because you will not be able to access almost any resources. So it's in Highland Business Center, HBC. Don't go there after dark. Room 301. Call ahead, say I need to have my student ID, show up with a driver's license. They could probably do it quickly, and then you're good. Then other things we're going to have to do. Now, I don't know if you've done it before, but you're going to have to download an app on your phone. Strangely, it's called Appian. Some of you have done it, some of you haven't. Let me show you what that looks like. Okay, it's right here. See that? Appian. I'm going to start it. And what it's going to do, it's going to run me through a questionnaire. This questionnaire then is meant to ensure that I don't have any noticeable disease signs, kind of a self-check. Okay? What you'll do is you'll do that prior to coming to campus. When you walk up to the door, then you'll show them your Appian and that you passed. Then they're going to put something to your forehead and they're going to take your body temperature, right? They won't touch you. We don't touch anymore. We know that's bad. And they'll make sure you don't have a fever. From there, they'll either have you in a holding area or you'll come directly to the lab. The way I want to do this is I'll have everything set up. I'll also have a video. You bring your phone, you can go through the video while you're doing the lab. That's probably good. And that way, you know, if there's a question or something, I'm there, but I'm not going to be able to touch you. And then, let's see, the mask is mandatory. Now, for those who just came in, I got this from Target for about a pack of 2 for $4. It's actually pretty comfy, and you can get them in different sizes. You know, Bob, this might be good for you because I have a big face and a big beard. And by God, this cups everything there. Okay? And then for those of you who didn't see my earlier thing, I have to wear this. You don't. So if somebody asks, what about questions? Well, I'll probably have to yell to get through all this junk, but I'm wearing this so I don't splatter any.
Will the shield only work?
Pardon?
Can you wear just the shield?
I won't know. I will ask. That might be a good alternative.
Because I have nasal issues. I can wear a shield, but
I will ask about that. Okay, that's a good question. I'll ask. That's probably just as good. Okay, so we've got that. We don't have to wear gloves. We're going to wash our hands before we come in the room. Take about 20 seconds. Do a good job. Remember, the life you save may be mine. You're going to come in contact with one other person, basically me. I'm going to come in contact with as many as 54 people. So I'd really appreciate it if you didn't kill me or my mother-in-law. Now, cat, I'm not really that big on. You upchucked all over the place. So if you want to kill my cat, you got a plus with me. After we work on the computer, okay, I'll have you do a little bit of maintenance on it, but I'm going to clean it, okay? There are things that you can use chemicals on, things you can't. In addition to that, at my own personal expense, I've got this great UVC light. I'm going to turn it on. Is it on? Yeah. I can't look at it because if I tilt it, it goes off. Anyway, this is going to give me a way of cleaning things without touching them and without using chemicals. I bring this up. As soon as I turn it up, it goes off because it's a safety mercury switch, so it doesn't get me in the eyes. And it's the reflected light's not bad. So it's a way to clean the keyboards, the mouse, the interior of the computer, which is almost impossible to do otherwise. All right. So I'm going to be using that. And then a lot of other techniques. So I'm going to keep you clean. I'm going to keep you safe. I worked in cancer research. I've worked with about every kind of chemical you can. I got all my fingers. I've worked with explosives. I've got all my fingers. I work with poison. I can still breathe. Farm equipment, medical stuff, fishing equipment, you name it. So I'll keep you safe. And when we get in the lab, we're just going to go quickly, okay? I want you to be able to feel what it feels like, to touch it, to see it. And once we're done, I'll say, oop, you're done. I'll sign off on a piece of paper and you're out of there, okay? I will have assigned seating. The assigned seating is required in case one of you gets sick or shows symptoms later or comes down with it. That way I can call you if the person next to you is sick. But if we have two people sick, it's going to be pretty rough, okay? So let's see. So I went over that. I'll have a trash receptacle in the middle. I don't know what cleaning supplies you're going to give me, but I'll bring my own just to make sure.
All right. Thank you. Thanks, Ted. All right.
Sir? Hello? Okay. All right. So I think I've got everything covered there. Of the 9 positions, you know, I'll sign you one when you come in. You'll stay there. Okay. I'll make it comfortable. I'll make it safe. I've asked them to turn the temperature way down, so you might want to bring a sweater, unless you're like me and like cold temperatures. Okay. That way we don't sweat with all this gear on. If you need to go to the restroom or whatever, fine, wash your hands, come back. Or if you're just getting too hot. The way I'm setting this up, I think you'll be able to do everything within an hour easily. And there's going to be 2 sets of labs. There'll be the first one, which is basically assembling it and starting the software loading. Okay. Then the second is going to be installing a hardware RAID and a software RAID. It's important to know both of those and be able to do that. There's some gotchas, but I got lots of PowerPoints, etc. So when I get everybody through the first part, which hopefully will be next week, then I'll start the second part. Basically, you can get by with as little as 3 hours of showing up here, all right? And if you take off like a rocket, That's good. If you need extra help, that's good. Don't bring any of your own equipment. Let's see. What else can I tell you? Use the safety equipment. I can't hear you. Is that Nikita?
Questions?
Yes.
Okay. So you had said in the email that the Highland Business Center campus is only going to be available from 5 on p.m. And now you're saying that nothing is available after 4 p.m. Does
Can't
that
hear you,
mean that the
son.
Highland campus?
They have not approved the Highland campus.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you over Aziza.
Why don't we tell you what, Nikita? Why don't you do this after the meeting? Let's have we can do a one-on-one. Sound good?
No, because there's another person in chat asking this right now.
Okay, then I'll give it to you straight. No, it's not available. I've
The
asked
Highland
for it.
Business Center is simply not available?
Nope.
Okay, and at what point during my enrollment process was I told?
I'm not going to go into
personnel
that in this
this is
discussion,
Round Rock?
Nikita. Okay, we'll take that offline. That's
Right,
not,
but I feel like this entire class is kind of affected by this. None of us knew until basically
okay. I asked you to go offline, so let's do that. Okay, we're not going to play that game on Zoom. Clear? Okay. So what I'm going to do next is I need to make sure that I get those people that can show up on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, get them listed so that I have everything set up for them. Then tomorrow I'll have the first of the assembly videos, and I'll go through it step by step with the equipment that you're going to use and in the order you'll need to do it. So it should be pretty simple to do that. Sound good? Okay. Let's see. So get your IDs, bring a mask. Mr. Hewitt, I'll check on the face shield. No problems. We have to follow the protocols to the letter. They won't let us in. You can do 9 at a time. Basically, you can do this in 3 hours. All right? Sound good?
Thank you. Yes, absolutely. Let me know.
Professor, I have a question.
Yes, Mansoor.
Okay, Professor, so regarding my ACC ID, I do not have one, and you're
Okay.
on the picture. So you said I have to go to room number 301 to get that, right?
Yep.
And that's in Highland campus, right?
That is in the Highland Business Center.
Okay.
It's right across
so-
from the bus station.
Okay, I got you. And what about the like? Are people there from 8 to 5, or do you know? Do you
Yes,
have
there are
any idea?
people there from 8 to 5.
Okay. And honestly, since I do not have one, I do not have any information. What are the requirements, or what are the things I have to have before going there?
If you search it on the ACC website, it goes into more. But basically, your driver's license would suffice, just some identification with a picture on it.
Okay. Okay. And you said I have to contact first, right? Before going there?
I would call them just to make sure that nothing else is going squirrely.
Okay. 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 And the labs are only available in Round Rock campus, right?
Yeah, currently, I was talking to Nikita about that. The one I'm at the Round Rock campus, and I got that one done. I'm still trying to get the other one up and going, but I'm not having a lot of luck. The deal there is it would be after hours, after nighttime, and then there's some other concerns. So that's kind of where I'm at. I teach computer science. I'm not in charge of anything. So I'm really stepping out on a limb to get this one up and going.
Okay.
I had to appeal it. So they originally told me no, and I appealed it and explained that I've got students that need to graduate, students that work, students that need a job, students that cannot wait around while we putter with this. Some are not able to come, and I understand that, but the options then are, hoping we do an interim one. We're trying to do an incomplete, which is scary. Now, Mary Coles has talked with a couple of people, And I think she made the offer, and I'll confirm that with an email, that if you can pass the CompTIA exam, then you will not have to take the lab. But that's a lot of work. You know, I hit the high points. You really have to do a lot of memorization to take that test. And also, I believe you can take it for about half price, or you could. I don't know if the ACC facility is still functioning due to the coronavirus.
Okay. And the lab is only for 2 hours, right?
That's maximum. Maximum.
Okay. And it's Monday through Friday.
Yep.
From
Hello. Okay. Guys, we're going to have a little bit of a talk about protocol here. I ask you to use the chat to come in. This isn't a discussion board. I see it again. I'm going to start taking off points. We clear? You'll find out what I did before I became a professor. Don't have time for that. Okay. So we clear with that?
Okay. So the classes are like the labs are from 10 to 12 and then from 12 to 2?
No, I'll have one from 10 to 12. Then I'll have one from 2 to 4. What I'll do is the time between them, I'm going to disinfect the entire lab.
Okay.
So I have as many as 9 stations I'll have to disinfect.
Okay. Okay. And we have to take one class in a week, right?
Yes. The way it works is the equipment set's a little bit different. So 1 week, I'll only be offering the first class. The next week, I can offer both of them, but you know, just logistically, I can't do them both simultaneously. Then the third week, you know, I'll do mainly the second lab and then catch up on the first. If they're going to open for any extended hours, I'll let you know. If things get worse medically and they have concerns, I'll let you know. If they put in more constraints, you know, nice thing about bureaucrats is they're always finding a new way to put another monkey wrench in.
Okay. Okay. That's it from my end. Thank you so much, Professor.
Okay. Well, that's what I've got today. I will post this on Blackboard as a YouTube video, so you guys can look over this. And I'll be looking at emails for any additional questions you may have. And then Nikita, I'll be waiting for you directly afterwards. Sound good, guys?
Good, good. Thank you.
It's going to be fun, and I really miss all of you. I really like seeing my students, and this is not fun, but you know, it is what it is. We're also training to deal with technology in a time of influenza, so I'm sure there'll be more. Okay, guys, well, I'll quit recording and I'll hop off, and I'll be looking for communications from you. Thank you. God bless.